Hi guys, I tried to find a different angle, but this is the only one that I could find with good-ish lighting, so here we are. Today, welcome back to my channel first of all, and today I decided to do some DIYs that I've been wanting to do for a while and that you should totally try. I don't really know how they're going to turn out, but we're going to try it. If you're bored or just looking for something to do, you should totally try out these DIYs. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's start the video. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is different colors of paint. I just have acrylic paint here. Then you're going to need some sort of tray. I got mine from Dollar General. And then paint brushes to paint it with. You're also going to need resin. This has both resin and the hardener in it, and a craft stick to stir the resin and apply it. So I decided to paint my tray white, but I quickly realized that I did not have enough white paint, and I would need to actually paint it with real wood or wall paint. So here's me realizing that I needed more paint. I think I need to get actual paint. After doing that, after painting it all the way, I decided to get some inspiration from Pinterest. I just screenshotted them, which I found out later there's actually an option for you to download them, and then I put them into a Google document and printed them out so that I would be ready to put them on my tray. I then decided to paint 2 gray stripes on my tray to add a little bit more interest because it was kind of boring just plain white. So I painted a light gray stripe all the way across, and then I also painted a dark gray stripe all the way across. So after I was done painting both gray stripes, I let it dry for about half an hour to an hour, and I used the printed out pictures from earlier from Pinterest, and I just kind of laid them out in an arrangement that I ended up coming up with. And after that was done, I taped them to the tray. I would suggest that you would glue them to the tray because whenever I taped them, the edges kind of came up a little bit. So I suggest using glue, but tape works fine if you don't have any glue. So after the taping was all done, it was time to do the resin pour. So I took it outside because the fumes can be kind of strong, and then I measured exactly 40 milliliters of resin and 40 milliliters of hardener, which ended up to 80 milliliters, which I ended up needing about 160 milliliters, so I actually did 2, but after stirring it for 2 minutes, I went ahead and poured it all over the pictures. And then I tried to use a craft stick to level it out a little bit, but actually if you just put it on a level surface, it'll level itself out. So now I let it dry for 24 hours. So after going through all those jeans and finding a pair that I wanted to bleach, I decided that I didn't like how dark they were, and I chose these light ones that are already super whitewashed and kind of weirdly bleached. I don't know if this is going to turn out good because it's one side's white and then one side looks like this. So I'm going to try them on and show you what they look like before. So let's go. Okay, so if you can't tell, these jeans are very high-waisted. They're also kind of short for me, so I roll these up anyway. And that's probably what it'll look like whenever I whitewash them, whenever bleach them. But this is what it looks like before. Crystal sky. Me editing this, found out that this footage was also gone, but basically what I did was I just laid the jeans out on a tarp in my backyard, and I grabbed some gloves, some cleaning gloves, and then the Clorox. I think I actually used toilet bowl cleaner because it has the Clorox in it, and that's what I saw some girls on TikTok using, and it actually worked pretty well for me. But if you want a 100% white side, I recommend using actual bleach. The only downside is that it's harder to work around and move exactly where you want. But basically, I just laid it out on a tarp and rubbed all over the jeans that I wanted it, where I wanted it to be white, including the pockets on the opposite sides and the waistband. And then I waited 1 hour and I came back out and it was kind of like greenish. So I was kind of confused, so I did it one more time, and then after that I threw it in the wash and it was perfectly fine. So some materials turn green, I found out, but yeah, this is me doing it the second time. Okay, so it's been an hour and I'm starting to wonder what I did wrong, because this is now like green and it's supposed to be white. So I'm going to put on another coat, another layer, and see if that helps a little bit, and I'll come back because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be not green. So I'm gonna put on another coat and then we'll put it in the wash after an hour and see what happens.
Never gonna stand a chance. Heartbreak like a sad romance. Said that you never come back again. Been 3 days, now you're back again.
Hi, welcome back to my bathroom once again, and the last DIY is some DIY face masks. These are really nice to use if you either one, can't get out, or two, just want to do something at home and you don't currently have any face masks. So I'm going to get all the supplies, and when I come back, everything will be ready. So let's go.
Shining past the brightest light, just like gold, just like gold. Believing we can spark the break of dawn, we can find the power to be strong, just like gold, just like gold.
Alright, so here is the face mask that I just made, and I'm going to be using this utensil to apply it, but first I need to clean my face. So I'm going to wash all my makeup off, and then we'll put on the face mask. Alright, here we go. Let's put on the face mask now. It's been like 12 minutes and this has dried and my face feels very like stiff, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off now. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!